We're just a few weeks away from the 2025 NFL Draft, and anticipation is growing fast in Chiefs Kingdom. The Kansas City Chiefs hold the 31st overall pick, and with that selection, the front office faces some important decisions. Will they reinforce the offensive line? Add speed to the backfield? Bring in another playmaker out wide? Or invest in the defense with a disruptive lineman or edge rusher? According to a recent breakdown from Arrowhead Pride, one analyst projected the Chiefs to select running back TreVeyon Henderson out of Ohio State. Now, that name might sound familiar. We've featured him in past mock drafts here on this channel. Some believe if he's available late in the first round, Kansas City may take a shot. But others prefer his teammate Quinshon Judkins, who's also been climbing draft boards. Running back isn't typically seen as a first-round priority, but this year might be different. If the right talent is available, like Amarian Hampton from North Carolina, it could become a real possibility. Still, others argue that the Chiefs' pick would be better spent bolstering the trenches, offensive or defensive. Names like Walter Nolan from Ole Miss and Kenneth Grant from Michigan keep popping up in various mock drafts. Digging deeper, Arrowhead Pride reviewed 88 national mock drafts. Here's what they found. 39% of mocks project the Chiefs to take an offensive tackle. 22% believe it'll be a defensive tackle. 11% lean toward an edge rusher. Just 1% see a running back as the pick. While that might seem low, it doesn't mean it's off the table, especially if the board falls a certain way. Among the most frequently mocked players to the Chiefs: Josh Simmons, tackle, Ohio State. Josh Connolly Jr., tackle, Oregon. Derek Harmon, DT, Oregon. Walter Nolan, DT, Ole Miss. Donovan Jackson, guard, Ohio State. It's clear many analysts expect Kansas City to focus on the line of scrimmage. But with a late first-round pick, reaching for a developmental tackle may not bring immediate impact. That's why names like Nolan or Jackson might hold more value, depending on how the board unfolds. Here's the thing: running back might not be the consensus pick, but it's a bigger need than it appears. Isaiah Pacheco has been incredible, but the Chiefs could benefit from a true complementary back, especially one who can also contribute in the passing game. If someone like Henderson or Judkins slips into the late first or early second round, the Chiefs should absolutely consider making a move. From my perspective, the Chiefs should take the best player available, regardless of position. If that player is a defensive tackle like Walter Nolan, you take him. If it's a wide receiver like Luther Burden, you sprint to the podium. At the end of the day, it's about building a long-term contender around Patrick Mahomes. Let's run through a 3-round mock draft for the Chiefs based on what we know so far. Round 1, Walter Nolan, DT, Ole Miss, disruptive interior defender with high upside. Round 2, Darian Porter, CB, Iowa State, athletic corner who can contribute early. Round 3, pick 1 Isaiah Bond, WR, Alabama, speedy wideout with big play potential. Round 3, pick 2 Kevin Winston Jr., S, Penn State, versatile safety with great instincts. This draft class has a ton of potential, and the Chiefs have flexibility. They can go defense-heavy or look to retool the offense around Mahomes. Either way, the goal remains the same: win now and keep winning later. What do you think the Chiefs should do at pick number 31? Drop your draft picks in the comments, and let me know what you do differently in your own mock. While we focused a lot on first and second round prospects, don't sleep on the value that can be found in the later rounds. The Chiefs have built a strong reputation for finding impact players on day 2 and day 3. Just look at L'Jarius Sneed, Trey Smith, and even Isaiah Pacheco. This year, a few under-the-radar names stand out. Tyrese Knight, LB from UTEP, elite tackler with sideline-to-sideline speed. Brendan Rice, WR from USC, yes, Jerry Rice's son, and he's got real deep threat potential. Mekhi Wingo, DL from LSU, smaller interior lineman but plays with incredible leverage and motor. Something we might see in this draft is the Chiefs doubling up at a position. For example, they could take both a wide receiver and a developmental slot receiver later on. The same goes for the defensive backfield. Grab a starting caliber safety early and follow it up with a corner or nickel defender later.
Why?
Because the modern NFL is all about depth and flexibility, especially with a 17-game regular season and postseason ambitions. We've seen injuries test the Chiefs' depth before, so adding multiple players at premium positions makes perfect sense. Now, let's talk about draft day trades. Brett Veach has shown he's not afraid to move around the board if he sees a player worth going after. Don't be shocked if the Chiefs trade up into the mid-20s if someone like Luther Burden or a top offensive tackle unexpectedly falls. At the same time, a trade back into the early second round could allow the Chiefs to gain additional picks while still landing a high-caliber player. This strategy would also create flexibility on day 2 and day 3 to plug multiple holes across the roster. A smart front office doesn't just draft for this season, it looks ahead. The Chiefs have players on expiring contracts in key spots. Willie Gay Jr., linebacker. Nick Allegretti, guard. L'Jarius Sneed, pending free agent, unless extended or traded. So don't be surprised if Kansas City drafts players this year to prepare for potential departures in 2026. That's how dynasties stay on top, by building through the draft and developing talent early. As we wrap up this extended segment, the most important thing for the Chiefs in this draft isn't just talent, it's value and fit. Every pick should support the ultimate goal, keeping Kansas City competitive now and for years to come. Whether it's defense, offense, or special teams, finding high-character, scheme-fit players who can contribute early and grow over time, that's the winning formula. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the mock draft and want more daily Chiefs content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We've got more mock drafts coming, including a full 7-round breakdown with trades, so stay tuned. Until next time, go Chiefs!